biggest trick of the modern world was making women believe that working 8 hours a day for a stranger and leaving kids with daycare is freedom. And staying at home to raise a family that loves you is slavery.
See, this shit is not real. And they talking about y'all need to go to hell. Like, bitch, are you crazy? Bitch, are you crazy?
Okay, y'all, so I go to Texas State University, and this is currently what's going on at my school. They have signs everywhere saying that kind of stuff. Recently, like last week, they said they had signs all over San Marcos saying, okay, I don't know why it stopped, but it said, if you voted for Kamala, we will find you. Basically, KKK organization stuff. And this is getting out of hand. So this is our friend, and currently a building is on lockdown because of this. And all I'm saying is this is going to get worse if we as a whole and a collective do not decide to stand up and fight against this inhumane society that we now live in.
Let me explain what is going on there. Yesterday, there was a protest at Texas State University, and the guys on campus, not all of them, some of them on campus, they had placards written on them saying types of property, women, slaves, land, animals. So basically they're calling women properties, which to me is not new. And some of those guys were putting on shirts that had Christian writings on them, meaning they were Christians. I would want to believe, because that's what some people are saying, that those guys were Christians and they believe that women are properties. What they are saying is not in any way different from some couple of videos I made in the past, and in those videos it was made clear that most religions view women as properties to men, as men's properties. I also made reference to the 10th commandment that stated that thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife, your neighbor's servant, your neighbor's properties, meaning that a wife is a property to a husband. And in that commandment, there was never a place, or even in the Bible, there was never a place that neighbors were warned not to covet their neighbor's husband. But it was the men that told other men not to covet their neighbor's wife. What does that tell you? I know I had a lot of comments. Christians in the comment section came for me and all that. It's normal. Let's watch more videos on the protest.
So images from the protest on Texas State campus. That's the Texas State University campus in San Marcos. Those pictures are coming online now. And look at, there's a couple of these signs, right? This guy holding a God's Judgment t-shirt. He's wearing a God's Judgment t-shirt. He's holding the sign. It says types of property: women, slaves, animals, cars, land, etc. Okay. Look at this other sign. Like, man, I haven't seen or heard that word in a long time. Like who uses that? Like, anyhow, I'm not shocked. What I'm shocked about is that there weren't any arrests made, because, you know, this is hate speech, right? But am I shocked? No, it's Texas, right? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cool people in Texas. Texas, and man, it's a cool state. I mean, there's so many cool people throughout Texas. But on the other hand, being honest, they have the xenophobes, the Islamophobes, they racists, bigots, racist police, you name it, right? The haters. And haters come in all shapes and sizes. But, and you know, on one hand, Texas is cool. On the other hand, you have all these haters, all these hate groups, man. And it's so bad that, I mean, it's dripping from their fucking lips, right? Look at these signs. Right? I feel bad for the minority students that had to walk through this. And there was a lot of people on this campus. It's a big campus. And they had to walk through this protest. It was all taking place across the campus, right? It's crazy, right? For women of color, right? But like I always say, hate is going to come for everyone. And I'm not surprised that it's happening in Texas right off the bat. So my best advice: women, guard yourselves, arm yourself, become proficient in using the weapon that you purchase, and when and if that day comes that you're attacked, you pull it and you drop them right where they stand. That's the best advice I can give you.
And I know none of this will matter.
Like, how long has it been? couple minutes since he was elected. Did you see the sign? I'm going to show it to you if you didn't. I'm covering up one of them because I'll get a community guidelines violation, but right there, let's see that. Let me tell you a little something about a sign, okay? A sign isn't Republican or Democrat or Independent or Libertarian. You know what? That sign that said women are property is nonpartisan. That's you, and that's me. So, good going on that vote.
Let's don't let anyone deceive us. Don't let any religion deceive you. This is how the society is structured. Women are supposed to serve men. I'm not in support of that, but I'm here pointing it out. This is what it is, and let's see things for what they are. I know these days they sugarcoat things because people are kicking against it. Like I said, do not let anyone deceive you. Let's have a look at the incident that happened at the University of Sydney, where the male students were mocking and tearing up incident report of sexual assault that women made.
Several Sydney uni students have been filmed ripping up a report into sexual violence at their colleges.
I'm pretty angry, to be honest. Find it to be very disturbing and disgusting.
We're meant to come here to learn and be safe. Are we even safe?
The Red Zone report came out of a 2018 investigation that uncovered disturbing behaviour, including male students ejaculating into female students' beauty products and an annual event where students were encouraged to post graphic details about each other online. The report was handed out at a USED Student Representative Council meeting on Wednesday night by the campus's Women's Collective, as they were addressing bullying, hazing and sexual violence at the uni's colleges in a speech. Then 2 male students were seen publicly ripping up the report and a third throwing the pages.
To do something so visceral and violent on a report about sexual violence and misconduct, I think it really speaks to the culture.
Sydney Unis launched an immediate inquiry into the incident. This comes just days after 27 Sydney Uni students at St. Paul's College were either suspended or expelled over a serious humiliation incident.
So what do they want us to do? How do they want us to feel? What do they want us to think when we have young men behaving that manner? What does that tell you? The grooming and the conditioning. Those are young men. So if they can think that way and see women that way at that age, what do you think is going to become of them when they become full-blown adults? They say the apple does not fall far from the tree. The society is not safe for women anywhere in the world. I've watched videos on TikTok. I've heard women discuss, I've heard them ask questions, serious questions. Is it necessary to have kids? Why should I bring a female child into this world? This world is not safe for girls. I'm scared of what my daughter is going to face or how the society is going to treat her. It bothers me. Should I go ahead and have kids? People are asking these questions because the society is not safe and the leaders don't care. They're not making effort. They're not doing anything towards it. Rather, they are adding to it. Why am I even speaking of the leaders in that manner? Were they not the ones that put policies in place to subdue women in the first place? Are they not the ones at the top making policies, encouraging the patriarchal structure, putting in place rules, teachings that groom men and condition men to see women in a certain way and treat them with disdain and disrespect?
Women are the only species, are the only animals that are expected to mate with their natural predators on Earth. It is men who kill us. But we're still expected to have children with them. There's no other species that has to go through that. So the men shouldn't say, we talk too much, we're angry. How else do you want us to fight the patriarchy? You want us to be demure? You want us to sit and be mindful? Like, hi, Jagero. Please don't disrespect me. Please don't rape me. How else are we supposed to fight if not with anger. And it is anger inducing. Imagine daily you have
to feel when we control your bodies. Hey, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
When I first watched that video, I added it to a video I made yesterday. I was surprised. I felt it was a skit and I was like, how can someone use something so sensitive to make a skit out of it? But when I read the comment section, people were saying, no, that's Nick, that's the way he is. He's a Republican supporter. That's who he is. Just imagine someone making such a statement after his candidate won. This just tells you how a lot of men out there think, especially the young boys. I'm pretty sure we all watched the clips at the beginning. The protest at Texas State University. That is the mindset of a lot of young boys. The grooming and conditioning is deadly. It's deadly. Who is going to save them? It's not even about them being saved. It's the harm they're going to met out on women. Innocent women. Their fathers, the government, the system is telling them women are supposed to be seen as a property. They have rights to women's body. Women are their property. They should feel entitled and feel like they own women. And that's exactly what we've been seeing in our society. It's exactly what is playing out. Some men are speaking out. Some men are internalizing the message and acting it out. So he's not the only one. A lot of men think that way. A lot of men felt that way. The only difference is that he came out and spoke about it and expressed himself in that manner. So women, stop being deceived. Stop being deceived by religion especially. I'm not against anyone's religion. I'm just here to point out what is not right. I believe in God. I pray to God every day, but I'm not a religious person. There's a difference, a huge difference. They use religion to control people, especially in my country, Nigeria. They use religion to brainwash people. People don't think anymore.
To all the people that said, stick to the wood chopping. To all the people that said, hey man, keep your politics to yourself. When I repeatedly, year after year after year, spoke about the fact that I thought it was very important to prioritize a woman's right to choose, I knew many people didn't care about that. And call it a hunch, but I had a feeling that people who have never read through the history books, who have never really had a firm grasp on what the words fascism, socialism, communism really meant in the first place, were never going to read through policies or legislative material. And I knew damn well that 99% of the people who will continue to vote against women's bodily autonomy over and over and over couldn't point you in the general direction of a mesovarian or fallopian tube. But the part in this election cycle that surprised me the most is the taxes. It's the taxes. So I'm going to say this slowly because you have the next 4 years to learn a lesson that we were so gently trying to deliver. If you make less than $360,000 per year, your taxes are going up. Not maybe, not he'll fix this. No, those are his plans. Those are his tax plans. It's already in ink. Well, at least gas is in groceries and shut up. No. You're about to learn the real way what tariff really means. I knew the morals weren't a deal breaker. I knew the allegations, I knew the convictions, I knew the felonies, I knew those weren't deal breakers. The part that blew my mind, and I'll never understand, is the money.
Over the weekend, I posted a TikTok about the man that raped me being found not guilty, despite the fact that he sent me this text. that TikTok blew up, and it's given me a platform to talk about what happened to me and about what happens to women all over the world. Since I posted it, I've had literally thousands of messages and comments from women who have experienced the same thing. They had a text or they had something from their admitting that they had raped them, and it went to court and they were found not guilty. This isn't an original experience. I didn't think that it would be. However, I didn't think that the response to that TikTok would be as big as it was. I'm horrified that other people have dealt with that, and I'm horrified that that many other people have felt the same way that I feel right now. I have also had messages from other women telling me that the same man that raped me also raped them. Legally, I just want to reiterate, I cannot say his name. I'm protecting myself by not saying his name. Believe me, I want to, because especially now that I know for sure that I'm not the only person that he assaulted, I want to keep other women safe. I want to say his name, but I need to protect myself legally, so I won't be saying his name. I know that that hasn't stopped other people in the comments, which has absolutely nothing to do with me. Legally, I can't say his name. I wish that I could. I'm sorry that I can't. I've been given a platform and I'm going to use it. I'm going to talk about what happened to me. I'm going to talk about what went wrong. I'm going to talk about what went right, because some things did go right. There were services that worked. There were services that didn't work. There were police officers that were incredible. There were police officers that said some really stupid things to me. There were things that fell through the cracks. There were breakdowns in communication. And I'm going to talk about all of it. The shame of this rape does not sit with me. It does not live with me. It lives with him. And because of that, and because I think that if we don't talk about this, then nothing changes, I'm going to talk about it. It's going to suck to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it. And I'm not going to keep quiet, because the shame doesn't live with me. It lives with him. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hearing me out. And thank you for sticking around. Stay tuned.
Here's the message she said the guy sent to her. It was lovely to meet you. Really enjoyed your company and the time we spent together. Reply sorry for the way things ended. It doesn't sit right with me and I take responsibility. I wish it never happened. I understand you may not want to meet again, but if you did, I would like to make things right however you see fit. Hope you have a nice night. Sleep well. So that was a message the guy that took advantage of her sent to her. I don't know if that was the only evidence she had. I tell you, when it comes to rape cases, sometimes it's hard to have a tangible evidence, and most of the time the perpetrators go scot-free because of lack of tangible evidence. I also understand in the past that some people have woken up and decided to accuse people wrongly. That also does happen. But when it comes to people perpetrating such crime and going scot-free is on the rise. And I know judges will say, oh, we don't have enough evidence. If you look at it, it's not always easy getting evidence. And the fact that the victims are ashamed and they don't want to be shamed by the public, it makes it even more difficult for them to get evidence. Just imagine you being in that situation, which I don't wish on anyone. You might not even be thinking about gathering evidence at that point in time because you're shocked. You're trying to deal with what just happened to you, if you get what I mean. So when it comes to rape cases, women don't always get justice. The only time they succeed is when the culprit goes on to assault someone else and they get caught in the act. So ladies, protect yourself. Protect yourself. A lot of men are thirsty out there. A lot of men are vile. They're wicked. A lot of men are after women's body. We already heard them say they own the body. They have this entitlement mentality. So they are ready to take it by force from women. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. The environment, the society is not safe for women. It's not created to protect women. Don't let any man deceive you. But it was created to use women.
You're not coming to me to love me. You're coming to me for me to love you. Because your goal was never to love me. Your goal was just to take from me. Your goal was for me to heal you, and that's it.
Listen to how men compliment women. You make me feel like $1 million. I know you love me so much. I really love how devoted you are to me, and and how devoted you are to our family. I love how you take care of me and you take care of the family. I feel so safe with you. I feel so good about myself with you. I feel like a man when I'm with you. I feel so known and understood. Like you really get me. I really appreciate how committed you are to me and to our relationship. You make me feel secure. Those aren't compliments. That's a list of ways that you're serving him. And he's trying to make you feel better about how you are serving him. He's trying to show you that he appreciates how you are serving him. It's not a compliment about you, it's an appreciation for your service. Those are very different things.
A man just called his wife a 6 out of 10 on a podcast just so he could dunk on other women on the panel. The point he was making is that most women aren't objectively 10s. And when a woman on the panel told him, okay, well, rate your wife then, ended up saying on a physical level, his wife is a 6 out of 10. Why would you bait your wife out like that just to make a point to other women, just to dunk on other women? Are these the protectors of society we're supposed to fall over ourselves trying to get? He legitimately disregarded her honor in favor of his ego in a temporary argument.
If you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch the dangerous lies men use to control women, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.